I just want to tell you, ma'am, this book is my heart and soul. I took 5 years to write that baby. I poured everything into it.
This is a brilliant
and it
book.
is the history. It's the
black
history.
blood in there. It's actually
This book here is my vision of the future, which I'll be talking about tomorrow, by the way. It looks like you may not be here.
It looks like I may not be.
And
Writing that book was the great adventure of the last year for me.
yourself to learn a couple of
I had
two
an excellent
Slavic
co-author.
languages.
Any library wouldn't be
And
complete
when you finally get in, you
without Richard.
oh, we have
Bowen's
software now to translate everything in about 5 minutes. Right?
Thank you, Mel.
No sweat.
I've covered
You're thinking, what?
the other books.
Well,
But
what?
tell me more also about After Disclosure.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I'm trained as a historian, but after disclosure, I'm and reform in the aftermath of the disclosure of this awesome piece of information. It's a truly paradigm-breaking and creating event. And as I say, writing it was just a great experience for me.
If control is addicting, and you know why you say that, those who are in control are
Right.
addicted to that control. What makes you think that they may relinquish?
They will never, ever voluntarily relinquish, but see what people would not have been possible without the technological infrastructure that we have today. It wouldn't have been possible even 5 years ago.
And you can't think about
All right.
anything else when you're doing
What about energy?
Energy is basically the core of what we're talking about. All right, we live in a petroleum-based world. We don't live in a zero-point energy world yet, and we don't live in a controlled nuclear fusion world yet. We live in a petroleum world, and we have for the last 150 years. It's probably the world's largest industry by most measurements. Now, we all know, everyone here knows, we can't do petroleum forever. There is no way, man. We're going to sink ourselves as a planet. We're going to destroy everything around us. And it also isn't going to be enough to get us to where we need to be anyway. Petroleum is a useful source of energy, but it's got its limits. There's something better, because whatever these objects are using to get from point A to point B, it's not petroleum. And so whatever
industrial world has all the resources, and you have a continent like Africa, which has plenty of resources, yet is the poorest,
right.
Poorest continent in the world.
The African people have been robbed blind by global leadership for centuries, and now by their own leaders in conjunction with global leaders.
And after disclosure, would that be a worldwide? Is it going to equalize? Is it going to be leveling the playing field?
There are potentials here.
I mean, take it.
Look, disclosure can be a wonderful thing, and it can be a really dark thing. There's no guarantees here, Mel, but there's some possibilities that it can be something very good. If, for example, we are able to move past petroleum as our main source of energy, let's say, for the moment, that post-disclosure or after disclosure, we have access to either free or nearly free clean energy, as many people suspect. So let's say I think there's a very good chance that poor people around the world, Africans, South Asians, have a real chance at a better life. That doesn't mean that this is a slam dunk. Look, human beings have this wonderful way of screwing the next guy at the first opportunity. So we're going to have to, disclosure is not the end of the process. It is only the beginning. It is only the beginning of getting access to truth,
We're about to close
as
up shop.
I will describe it.